We have a checker marathon. What year is this? 1981. That's about the last year of production.
No, 82 was the last.
Yeah, so this company's out of Chicago, Illinois.
No, Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Oh, was it? Ah, look at that. Who's out of Chicago in?
What was that?
Who's out of Chicago?
Well, the man who started Checker was in Chicago.
Ah, that's where the color scheme came from, right?
No, actually,
Huh?
Chicago color scheme. Here's a picture of a Chicago cab.
Huh.
The last Checker ever built was donated to a museum, and it's in Chicago colors.
Okay.
But cars were in all colors.
Right.
Yellow in New York City because the law said so.
Yeah, right.
But they could be any color.
No, but I know
Matter of
Chicago
fact,
meant something here.
we have two Checkers. That's our other Checker, which was never used as a taxi. It's a maroon color.
Oh, look at
And this was one that we were scrapping because it rotted and rusted away.
that. All right.
But these are our two cars.
Now they changed names, right? They ended as the marathon, but weren't they called
No,
something?
no. What happened was the Marathon was the private model.
Oh, it was a civilian model. Okay, passenger.
Exactly,
Okay, right.
exactly.
Okay.
So here's a civilian Checker. With
Okay.
that one.
Right.
And they made wagons also.
Yeah, I know they made wagons. Right.
But the Marathon came out in the mid-'60s.
Okay.
Up to 82.
Right.
And those were, like you said, the civilian model.
Okay. All right.
And they also made the Aerobus.
Yeah, I remember those. Right. Yeah, the airport shuttle.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Right. Extended wheelbase. Okay.
Yeah, they had a 6-door and an 8-door.
Okay.
All
All right. I would really like to see one of these wagons.
The wagons? Yeah, we had one. I think I showed you that picture. Yeah, that was our wagon.
No, I mean, yeah.
Oh, you mean the Aerobus?
No, I mean in the flesh.
Oh, yeah.
Because in the picture, when you see it in the picture, you know.
I know. Well, that was ours for a few years,
Yeah.
but we were offered something we couldn't refuse.
Yeah, I understand. Okay. All right.
And you know, the truth is, if we brought the wagon to a show like this, everybody go, "Where's the taxi? Where's the taxi?" We don't care about the wagon.
Right.
It's rare, but that's not what they remember.
Right.
It's the taxi that they remember.
Okay.
This is a 68
68.
because it's got the chrome bumpers.
All right.
In 74, they went to the aluminum bumper.
Oh,
Government
okay.
mandated 5-mile-an-hour bumpers signed with the 74.
Yeah, it looks like a guardrail, right?
Right, that's what they call them, guardrail bumpers.
Yeah, exactly. So what was the powertrain in these things?
It depended on the year. This one's an 81. It's got a V6, Chevy V6, 229 cubic inches.
All right.
It could have been a 305, could have been a 350 Chevrolet.
Right.
It depended on what the order, whoever's doing the ordering, what they wanted. This was one of 12 ordered by the Poughkeepsie Cab Company. There's the order form right there for this, one of 12.
All right.
You can see what they specified. Pretty plain, no AC, no radio.
Oh, jeez.
They're basic. But, it's a money-making business.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
So you get a 229, a 267, a 305, or a 350.
Those were your
Diesel. Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Wow. For
So
1981.
the last Checker ever
For
built.
1977, you get a 250. That's a straight 6.
That's right.
305 or a 350. Okay.
Right.
All right.
So it depends on the year.
Yeah.
But also, this is a 54 Checker.
54.
And that's the last year before this design.
Okay.
So in 55, they stopped production for the whole year.
Right.
And 56, they came out with the new one.
Okay.
But single headlight, different grill.
Right.
They made that only for 56 and 57.
Yeah, because for 58, you got approved for dual headlights, right?
Right, and a different grill.
Right.
Of these, they made 10,000 of them. Only 4 exist today of the 10,000.
Wow.
They're all scrapped.
It's a very rugged body style. That's what I like,
Yeah, because it's a very heavy-duty frame.
Yeah.
Everything's heavy-duty.
Right.
But this is the last Checker ever built.
Okay. Kalamazoo.
Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Hmm.
The man who started Checker was Morris Markham, and that's him. He was a Russian immigrant.
All right. Okay.
Came to America. He was a tailor, but he made a lot of money making uniforms for the U.S. Army, World War I. After the war, he was loaning money out to other immigrants in different businesses, and one of them was a guy named Lomberg, who made bodies to be mounted on chassis to be used as cabs. Couldn't pay Morris back. Morris took the company over, found an empty factory in Kalamazoo. The rest is history.
Oh, it's usually that's how it's done.
And this is one of the very first Checkers in the museum today.
All right.
And then as time goes on,
Right,
you can see they're changing with as the years go by, more streamlined looking. And then they eventually, here's their factory. And then eventually they get to what we have here.
very nice, very nice.
And then, of course, they've been in TV shows and
Oh
movies.
yeah, yeah, right, right. All the movies,
You
all the TV
recognize what's in
shows.
the background there?
Yeah, it's the World's Fair in
Right,
Queens, right?
exactly, Unisphere.
And this is the one that Mr. T drove in that movie there.
Right, there you go.
Okay, yeah.
And that's those last ones. This is. Oh, we were wondering, my wife and I, if there were ever checker taxi cab station wagons. Well, there's proof.
Mm,
This is in Sayville, this picture.
okay.
So we got proofs of that. And now in 2020, no, 2014, in Brooklyn, we got together as a group. We had 51 checkers show up for a convention in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
you
this is
know,
over there in let me see here.
well, I'll tell you where. It's at Greenpoint.
Yeah, Greenpoint.
This is the
It's over there.
McGinnis Boulevard Bridge.
Right, right.
And there's a hotel there called the Box House
Hmm.
Hotel.
Yeah.
They use checkers to
Yeah, I know.
transport.
Yeah, it was on Side Street right over there. Yeah, right, right.
That's where we were.
Yeah.
He gave us rooms for 100 a night. And we had 51 checkers.
Yeah, the guy's
show
got a
up.
little museum over there. Yeah,
He's
I remember
got
that
some
guy.
checkers.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right.
Right.
It's like over there by Department of Education's got another building over there, something like that.
And this is the actual production of the different models by year.
All right.
Like they're really into statistics. The best year in checker history was 62.
60.
8,100 cars.
I believe that.
Not a lot when you look at the statistics.
Yeah, but you know, I figured they had a long service life.
Well,
So
in New York City, the fleets had to dump their cars after 3 years.
yeah, but you
And
just
you
sell
only
it.
drive for 5 years.
Yeah, you sell it to a smaller city there, you know. I figure.
You could,
Yeah.
but by then they were usually pretty well shot.
All right, all right.
You know, this was one of 12 ordered by Poughkeepsie Cab.
So I didn't know that build sheet had with it came. So I figured they would come with a Chevrolet, but someone told me that they didn't come with Chevy engines.
They did not.
They
You're
came
right.
like Buick or something like
No,
that.
what
No.
happened was when this body came out in 56,
Yeah.
up until 64, they were using Continental engines.
All right, all right.
In 64, Continental told them, we're going to cut you off because we're going into defense contracting. We don't have room for you guys anymore. So they went to Chrysler. Chrysler gave them 325 motors. They were 225 slant sixes and 318 V8s. But after 225 motors, Chrysler reneged on the deal
No.
and said, we're selling cabs. So you go find somebody else. So they went to Chevy. Chevy said, fine, whatever you want.
Yeah.
So from 65 to 82, they're 99% Chevy. There were some Olds diesels
Okay.
and some Perkins diesels.
All right, all right.
But other than that, Chevrolet.
Okay.
Never Buick.
All right, that's not bad though. And with the Chevy engine, you're gonna have they're all automatics. Turbo
Not
350.
until the mid 60s. Before that, you could get a standard.
Jeez, 300 tree and that type of for a cab. Oh, gee, that guy's got a real workout that day.
Oh, well, look at this. This is Checker's competitor back in the late 40s, early 50s, DeSoto.
Soda.
Now think of this. Standard shift, right? Look at the size of that car.
Right.
Muscling that through city traffic on a hot, muggy day.
Yeah.
These people worked.
Yeah. DeSoto.
Yeah, that was their big competitor.
You figured? I figured it would have been Plymouth, but
No, DeSoto had the long wheelbase.
ah.
That was a long wheelbase car.
Okay, all right. So
And it had
that's
jump seats.
yeah. All
In
right.
New York City, up till 54, cabs had to have jump seats. In 55, the city said, you know what? Any car you like.
There you go.
Doesn't have to have jump seats. But Checker stuck with the jump seats.
Yeah.
And they thought that would be good. So they
Texture.
had, you know, competitive.
Yeah.
But Checker would cost you the price of a Buick.
Yeah. Right.
So
right,
let's say you're an owner driver. You want to get a car.
Mhm.
You want a cheap one, a Plymouth Ford Dodge, or should you get a Checker with jump seats? Now, jump seats were an option,
Yeah.
but most other cab companies wanted them.
Mhm.
Some cab companies said, don't give us the jump seats. Pull the rear seat forward and give us a deeper trunk.
All right. That makes it. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, because if you were doing like only airport runs with luggage,
Yeah.
you don't need the capacity of people, you need luggage capacity.
Right. Right. Right.
But city cabs like Poughkeepsie, they wanted to cram as many people as they could. Of course, they would be down at the railroad station.
Right.
Train pull in,
Share
pick
fares,
up
right?
5, 6 people,
Yeah,
and
you're sharing
off we
fares,
go
right? Yeah.
with
But
their luggage.
in the city, you want something, pick people up from Bloomingdale's or Macy's, those rich people, and you
Right.
know, throw their junk in the trunk.
Right.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, right, great,
Did
great.
you live in the city?
Yeah,
What part?
I live in Manhattan.
I mean, did you grow up in Manhattan?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
what
mean,
part?
I'm on East 17th Street.
On East 17th.
Yeah,
In what and what?
you know where Beth Israel is.
Okay.
Yeah, right there.
By First Avenue. Sort of like near Stuyvesant there.
Yep, right across the street. But this is, but you haven't seen these in at least.
1999, last one in New York City.
Yeah, you haven't seen these in like 40 years.
No, 25.
Well, you know, but I didn't see them in '99 either. By '99, all
There
I've
was
seen
two
was
left.
you've seen Crown Vics,
Yes.
and you were seeing Caprices, the
Now, do you
Impalas.
know, starting in the '02 model year, there's a stretch Crown Vic for New York City cabs?
Oh yeah, the L model.
Right, you know
Right,
that.
right.
Yeah.
But that was, you know, that was the same year the town car got the same chassis.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, actually, I
There was
talked
two
to a
of them.
guy. There's a guy on Craigslist in Medford. He's got a stretch Crown Vic in '08.
Yeah.
He's got it for sale right now.
Right.
I talked to him on the phone last night.
Yeah.
We're thinking about
It's
it.
got a 6-inch partition. Well, the floor is stretched 6 inches,
In the back.
and it's supposed to have an extra AC vent
Yes.
on the floor.
Right. You
Stuff
know your
like
stuff.
that. Yeah.
You do.
Because I mean, when they came out with the town car, there was two versions of that L.
Right.
There was one where they stretched the B pillar, and there was one where they just stretched. They gave you a longer door. So when the town car came out in '98, if you got the L model, which is for '99 up, it stayed in that body style till 2002. So they gave you a stretched B pillar. When you look at the car, the B pillar is longer, but when they redesigned the car, they gave you a normal B pillar, just a longer rear door. So when you see it, because the Lincoln got the same thing, the Mercury didn't,
Right.
but the Lincoln and the Ford,
Right.
the fleet service one,
Right.
because even though you figure the police would order them, the police never ordered that.
No, I know why.
You know.
We've met police officers who told us in the 1960s Suffolk County had 2 or 3 of these as patrol cars, but they rejected them. They said that prisoners would have too much legroom in the back.
Oh, all right. Okay, I get it.
And that's the same thing with the stretched Crown Vic.
Right.
You don't want your prisoners to have kicking ability.
Right. You know, but.
And also, you probably know these were used as undercover NYPDs.
Well, you know, the yellow. Yeah, I see the yellow decoy cars, but I never
Yeah.
saw a checker one.
No,
I saw
I've met,
a lot of the Caprice ones.
right.
You know,
Well, these
they
back
around
in the
Midtown.
70s.
Yeah, all right.
I've met detectives, retired detectives.
Well, they
who
use
posted-
everything, you know.
Yeah, but you know, it's funny. We talk to these guys. We meet in the car shows, and they were cops, decoy, driving a checker, and they said they loved it. They loved riding around. In a
No, a
checker.
lot of space, man. You know.
Did you sit behind the wheel yet?
It's a big bulky car. No,
You want it?
let me see here. Let me get a walk around first here. Show what we're looking at.
I love your checkered.
It's very nice. Yeah, it's a Survivor. You know, it's 40 years old. If you get the, let me see. Jeez. So look at that big giant rear bumper. It's like a guardrail. That rear bumper is like a guardrail, you know. And then
Really cool.
there's a lot of space in here. A lot of space.
I didn't even know that.
This is body on frame construction. It would have to be to survive so long. A lot of the unibody cars. You know, I mean, it's one of the Chrysler
Well, this
cars.
doesn't have a lot of miles because this was the spare of the 12 they ordered.
Yeah.
Apparently, this was the extra, the spare one.
Yeah, you know, but it's still.
It's the real thing.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, if you look over here, you see the difference in the color. It's got its share of
Yeah,
whatever.
dings, road rash. It's got life.
It's the real thing.
Yeah, right. So, and then heavy
That's
duty.
a Chevy steering wheel.
Heavy duty. Oh yeah, that is.
Studebaker knobs,
Okay.
and the hubcaps are Studebaker.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's another company that was well missed. Here's your decals, checker, capacity 1350, tire size. It's got a rudimentary instrument cluster in it, nothing fuel gauge, and a speedo.
Just got to lights.
Yeah, you know, but not too fancy. This is
The ones prior to '72 had a much nicer dashboard, nicer steering wheel. They cheapened it in '72.
Yeah. I like this. The steering wheel is from a Monte Carlo El Camino.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I know.
You know. Oh, that's got a solid sound to it. Nice. They give you a larger mirror too, so you can see the full size of the car. Taxi
Now
light
the
up
roof
top.
light is from Checker itself. It's not a New York City style roof light.
All right, all right.
And in New York City, they don't put their name and phone number.
Right, right, right.
And we also have a two-way radio. It does work.
All
Meter
right.
works too.
1981 Checker. Very attractive to see one of these. You know,
Well, people ask how many are left of taxi cabs.
I've never seen one in full in complete shape, except for that guy in Brooklyn. Other than that, every time I
Which
see
guy
it,
in Brooklyn? Lenny Schiller?
yeah, the dude in Greenpoint, he's got that
No,
little.
that's another. Oh, you mean
He's
the
got,
Box House
yeah, he's
Hotel?
got a little. Yeah, he's got a couple yards. He's got a yard over
Yeah.
there with a couple
Well,
of them in there.
Lenny Schiller is president of the Brooklyn Car Club. He's got a garage full of antiques. He's got a retired New York City Checker in his
Yeah,
garage.
but everyone you see on like Facebook or when you do like a nationwide search, they're all parts, or they've been sitting behind a field for so long that you really got to put some work into them. You never see the finished roadable car, So
Yeah, we're very proud of it.
yeah, that's very nice. It's very nice.